Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. The issue of one man, 1 shilling, 1 vote is still drawing a lot of mixed political reactions and splitting Kenya Kwanza. A few hours ago, Ahmednassir Abdullahi had this to say. Ahmednassir Abdullahi, I read an interesting article in today's Daily Nation on why the 1 man, 1 shilling crusade in central Kenya fizzled. We will have fireworks when we have the boundary review before the next election. 25% of parliamentary seats in central Kenya will disappear. Western and northern Kenya are the most underrepresented regions in parliament. Western can get net 20 plus seats and northern Kenya 10 seats. They will be the net gainers in the boundary review if they have fighters in their corners. Yes, I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand what's going on behind the scenes. For any other person who may want to support our forum, contact me through that number below. Let's proceed. Yes, Ahmednassir is a very close William Ruto ally and a strong defender. But you are seeing he's pouring some cold waters on William Ruto's Rigathis plan to do away with the 1 man, 1 shilling, 1 vote. So in a nutshell, the senior council is just sending a warning to the mountain that if they don't wake up, they will perish. It's either they wake up or they perish. I want us to answer one simple question in this video. Why is it that William Ruto and his close associates are doing away with 1 man, 1 shilling, 1 vote? Are they really interested in the welfare of the people? William Ruto and his team are doing away with 1 man, 1 shilling, 1 vote because they know that if that formula is implemented, then the people on the mountain are going to be empowered. Yes, they're going to be empowered. And the moment they're empowered, they will no longer rely on handouts, because the mode of politics we are seeing on the mountain is politics of handouts, where people are being given mchele, nyama, unga, some amounts of money. That's politics of handouts. So William Ruto and his team wants to make sure they maintain that style of politics, where they make sure the people are poor, so that anytime they take to them handouts, the people can be singing their praises. Ruto and his team are comfortably in government. Rigathi is comfortably in government. Kimani Ichung'wah is comfortable. Ndindi Nyoro is comfortable. Most of these leaders supporting William Ruto, they are comfortably in government. So they see no need of 1 man, 1 shilling, 1 vote, because after all, they will not gain. And this is why I've always maintained here, and I still repeat, that some of these elected leaders are just in politics for their own personal gains, their own selfish gains. They are not there to serve the people. And looking at these leaders supporting William Ruto, they are coming out as people who are just there for their own personal gains. If you look on how they behaved when there was a vote in Parliament on the Finance Bill 2023, it was clear the ground was against that bill, including even in areas supporting Kenya Kwanza. They were against that bill, but these members of parliament still went ahead and supported that bill, even though the ground was against that bill. So it's clear that their allegiance is with William Ruto and not the people. One man, one shilling, if it's implemented, the people will gain. William Ruto and his team will now retain, if it's implemented, some funds will be pushed, or rather will move to the ground. William Ruto wants to retain these funds in Nairobi so that they can have a big pool from where they can probably loot. And I'm saying that basing my argument on what we are seeing happening in Uasin Gishu and in Elgeyo Marakwet, where parents contributed money and the amounts have been looted. And some residents of Uasin Gishu are even now accusing William Ruto of having benefited from the looted funds. That these corrupt county officials looted the money and then they used that money to buy order tickets in the last elections. So you are seeing that William Ruto is coming out as a leader who does not have the best interest of these people at heart. What about the mountain? If his own people, he doesn't care. What about the mountain? Ruto does not care about Mount Kenya residents. All he wants is to make sure he kills the people economically, just as I did explain in our earlier analysis. And going forward, I'm seeing William Ruto is setting up himself for failure. His scheme can succeed or it can fail, in that the people can wake up to this reality that Ruto is taking them for a ride. And should they wake up to that reality, I'm seeing a William Ruto who will be in a very serious problem with the electorates. But he's really trying to avoid that by using the members of parliament, in that any member of parliament who dares brings that issue of one man, one shilling, one vote, William Ruto quickly pockets that leader. The leader is silenced. So the moment the leaders are now silent, the whole scheme, in my honest opinion, will die its natural death, and even the people on the ground will now be convinced that that scheme, or rather that revenue allocation scheme, was not even beneficial to them. It's either the mountain to wake up or they prepare to perish. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like, and to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.
First of all, mumetuita meeting sisi na wazazi wetu. Mkasema meeting ni ya 9 am. Number 1. Mulifika saa ngapi? Probably you don't expect me to ask such a question, but these are the people that you elected for you to serve them. I may seem very foolish in front of you considering I am very young. Guga hajakula kitu tangu asubuhi. Tumeleta wazazi wetu ni wagonjwa, wengine wako na pressure, wengine wako na diabetes, wengine wako na depression. Mr. Chelili, nilisoma na watoto wako 3. Nataka nikuulize swali moja. Unajua dawa ya depression? Do you know any antidepressant? You don't. Nilisoma na Beryl B. Ako UK saa hii tukiongea. Nilisoma na Bernard ako Australia. Nilisoma na Bill ako Australia. Tulisoma primary. Mr. Barorot, tukikuwa meeting ulituambia kuna watoto wako wengine wako majuu. Ukasema ati ukaambia wa parents, si hao watoto wote ni wetu, si wote ni wetu. Ako wapi mtoto wa Barorota hapa asimame? Ako wapi Wabi? Ako wapi mtoto wa Mandago? No leader here. Now you have decided we are going to personalize things.